Okay, so I haven't been here for a while, but before I explain why, I want to ask you a question. Please let me know in the comment section if I should record a video series about programming games for absolute beginners. Let me explain. I haven't uploaded anything new to this channel from around the Christmas season, because during that time I was spending more time with my kids and I realized that they are quite interested in programming. So I started to teach them how to use Microbit, because you don't need to write any code, you just move blocks around. And it's very simple to use because it's localized, so if you want you can have those commands in your native language. By the way, this is how the Make Code editor looks like in my language, so yeah, a lot of unusual characters. So to make the learning process more fun, I did come up with some simple games for Microbit, around 10 of those. And you have to be quite creative because there is only 2 buttons and 25 red LEDs on the Microbit board. But then I have realized that I actually have quite a lot of displays that I can use together with the Microbit, because after all this channel is mainly about displays. And not only I have displays, but also other Microbit extensions. This one, for example, turns the Microbit into the more of the game device. You just snap the Microbit inside, and now you have 6 more buttons, as well as the buzzer and some kind of vibration motor. And you can also use 64 LEDs, which could be in any color. I even have this extension, which uses 2 Microbits. One is inside the remote control with the joystick, and it's controlling the other one, which is placed inside this vehicle. However, back to programming games. Microbit is fun, but with only having few of those LEDs, at some point it becomes limiting. And I really wanted to create some real game, for example something like the Super Mario Bros. Although not the newest one, but the classic 2D platformer. I still wanted to keep it as simple as possible, meaning not writing any code, but doing something similar to the Microbit, so moving blocks around. And that's actually possible with this device called Retro Arcade for Education, where you also move blocks to create simple games, but this time you have access to the full color LCD display. As a result, those games could look like real games, while still being very easy to create. There is also a second device which is very similar. That one is called Xtron Pro from a company named OvoBot. But this device is quite interesting because it has the detachable display, so you can just rotate it and create either the horizontal or vertical games. There is also this holder included, so you can put it on your wrist and use it as a smartwatch kind of game device. And if that's still not enough, you can buy this set of extensions and somehow incorporate those into your game. There is this 7-segment display, or for example the ultrasonic distance sensor. And same as with the Microbit, there is the free online editor running in your browser that also includes the simulator. Finally, I have some Arduino-based game consoles, like for example the one on the left side called the Robo Tinykate. That one is running on the single coin battery using the smallest Arduino-compatible chip being the ATtiny85. And I do have some videos about creating games for this device on this channel. Like for example this simple dice game. The second device is called the Arduboy FX. Compared to the normal Arduino boards, this one has extended memory, which means that when you purchase it, there will be already more than 200 games on this device. So you will probably spend some significant time playing those games before you actually move on to create your own game. And so all of this leads to my question for today. So here's the question. I'm thinking about creating a video series about programming games for absolute beginners, where you start with knowing nothing at all, and in the end you will be able to create your own game for any of those devices. And so the first question is, should I even do that? And the second question is, do you think I should create a separate YouTube channel for that content, or should I put it on this channel? Please let me know in the comment section what you think. I would really appreciate your feedback. I also want to let you know that if I create this video series about programming games for beginners, it doesn't really mean that I will stop recording my regular display-related content. While I was a little bit too busy with this side quest, I hope that I will be able to manage both of those at the same time. That's all for today. Again, please let me know in the comment section what you think about my idea, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully soon. Also, one more thing, if you do speak Czech language, I already have some of those videos in Czech language recorded. I will put the link down in the description.